goal is to eliminate gender disparity in primary and secondary education, preferably by 2005, and in all levels of education no later than 2015. Since most of the audience in here are ladies, sorts of gentlemen, like minorities of gentlemen, have you ever thought about the life without education? Or have you ever thought about the life without knowing what is happening in the world? No, right? So this is why we have to focus on the third goal, which is the gender equality, especially the women's education. According to MDG resolution from General Assembly, UN ensured that by the same date, children everywhere, boys and girls alike, will be able to complete a full course of primary schooling, and that girls and boys will have equal access to all levels of education.
So our group is going to explain you guys about backgrounds of how MDG 3 could show up, and current situation, and several solutions and effects based on these solutions. And before we begin with, this adorable pictogram actually symbolizes the gender of women. And if you see our poster, there are, full of bunch of letters. But don't worry, we would be reading all of those letters. So yeah. So I myself am going to explain about the background, how MDG 3 could show up, and current situation. In our group, Hope to the Future group, we have 14 girls, which is 2 times more than 6 boys. And we have several well-known women universities in Korea. However, in the world, this data doesn't fit. According to our data, gender equality of developing countries in education, for primary education, it was 91%, secondary education, only 88%, and tertiary education was only 82%. And this data is based on the number of girls per 100 boys. Moving on to employment aspect, women employment rate of South Asia was less than 20%, and moreover in North Africa, it was less than 1/3 of the entire population. However, after implementing MDG 3 and several other policies, they changed a lot. According to our graph, the gender equality on education of Central Asia increased from 91 to 107%, and South Asia increased from 65 to 74%, and ultimately, overall developing countries incremented from 82 to 97%.
So, hello people. Even though we are actually talking about the gender inequalities, I'm actually the minor here, which is kind of funny. But anyways, I'm going to talk about the solutions, 3 solutions, 1, 2, 3, to this issue. So first of all, I want to state that we will be adding on to the current agenda, which has been stated from the UN resolutions, which she has already stated before. And first of all, as it says here, education leads to the employment issues, and therefore, we believe that the issues of the employment, so the unemployment issues, could be also solved upon by solving the issues that are related with the education. So first of all, we believe that we should construct the co-ed schools in which both girls and boys can attend to, so that there can be less isolation for the girls in the field of education. And second of all, we believe that for the girls who still do want to participate in the education, so the learning process, but still do not have enough time to do so in the daytime because they have to work for their families, and so which is most of the case for the people in the developing countries, we believe that the UN could support this movement of constructing night schools for girls to attend during nighttime, of course. And finally, the quota system for women in employment, which may sound a bit unfamiliar to you guys. This system has already been taken place, so implemented in various fields such as politics, where the governments of several nations have implemented this system, making the minimum ratio of the women participating in a single group being, for example, more than 30% at least. which could lead to the removal of gender inequality. And we believe that in the industrial field of sexual equality, this quota system for women employment could have a much bigger and greater effect. And yeah, even though these solutions are not perfect, of course,